Hi, this is Jack Daulton again. I'm still in Burma, or Myanmar as it's called today. I'm here with my fiance, Roz Ho. How you doing, Roz?
Good. And we're standing on the Burma Road.
The famous Burma Road that was so important during World War II. And why was it important, Roz?
Because the Japanese forces had occupied most of the seaports of China during the war. And the Allied forces needed a way to supply the Chinese army, so they decided to build the road so that supplies can be brought in from Rangoon to the Chinese wartime capital of Chongqing.
And so, as I understand it, Roz, a rail line from Rangoon up to Laosho would bring goods. And then the rail line ended there, and the road was built to connect Laosho, which is in Burma, in the Shan State where we are now, with China.
That's right. That's correct. And I understand that the road was built very, very quickly with 200,000 people, laborers, because they needed to supply the Chinese army very quickly so that China would not fall entirely to the Japanese forces.
And on our journey in Burma over the last couple of days, Roz, we've traveled the entire length of the Burma Road in Burma, from Laosho all the way to the Chinese border at Musei.
Yes, and I have to add that we have seen no other foreign tourists during this part of our journey.
Yeah, for the last 2 or 3 days, we have seen no other Caucasians but me.
Yes, and in fact, I was very surprised, though, to find that this is such a bustling thoroughfare for trade between Burma and China.
The conception among many people in the West, in the U.S., is that the Burma Road has fallen completely into disarray. But in fact, it's quite active. As we can hear, buses, motorcycles, cars have been going by us constantly as we've been doing this video.
Yes.
Like that example. Now, Roz, the Burma Road is something you've always wanted to see, isn't that right?
That's right, because my father told me plenty of stories, because he fought with the Chinese army during World War II. So I've heard many wartime stories about the Burma Road and how important it was. In fact, if it was not for the Burma Road, I may not be standing here. I may not exist at all, because my parents might have been killed during the war.
Such an important piece of the history of the effort during World War II and the run-up to the war. And you know, so many people lost their lives building this road and supplying the Chinese army along this road. It's really a wonderful thing to be witnessing that, revisiting that history on this trip.
Yes. Into disrepair, and I think many people think of that as part of the Burma Road, but in fact that's actually a different branch that was built after the Burma Road fell into the hands of the Japanese in Burma, and so they had to build another road bringing in supplies from India.
And that road is in disrepair. In fact, it's hard to find. And you know, Roz, maybe
someday we'll go find it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.